Oftentimes, the dairy cow is the center of a homestead or a small farm, and that happens to be the case here on our farm.
Hi, I'm Rich.
And I'm Shelley.
Welcome to Air to Ground Farms. Our Jersey cows are a key part of our farm. It's one of the things that we have that generates revenue on a daily basis. And anytime you have a business, revenue is the key to the business. And between eggs and milk, that gives us daily revenue.
So we really rely on these girls giving every single day. We have 3 A2 jerseys that we milk here. And we sell that milk in town in Ava. Raw milk delivered to town or off of our farm. If you're interested in that, the link in the description down below. Anyway, so we have 3 of them. This is Happy. She's our matron. She is on her 3rd pregnancy. She is currently with calf, due any day. We're on baby watch. Her first calf was stillborn. Second calf did great. Her name was Mary, and she's now weaned and out with the beef cows, and now we're awaiting calf number 3 from her.
And this is Artie, Artois, and she has had 1 calf, Grizz, whom you have met recently, and Grizz has just been weaned. He's out there with the beef herd as well. He's been, I don't know, maybe a week now out with the beef herd. So Artie is a mama's mama. She wants to mama everything.
Yes, this is her first calf, and you would think that it was her 5th. That said, come back to Artie here in a little bit and her interest in what happened about 2 days ago. So Stella, she's our first calf heifer. We've been on baby watch for a couple of days. Take a look at this, Stella's adventures into having her first calf. We just got done eating dinner and went to go look out the window and check on Stella and see how she was doing. And it turned out she was definitely in labor. We quickly ran out and got to see what was going on with her. And we noticed really quickly something wasn't quite right.
When she started pushing, we started seeing 1 hoof coming out, so presenting with 1 hoof, and that is not what you need to see. When they come out, when a calf comes out, you need to see 2 hooves and a nose, really, is what you're looking for. All 3 coming out at basically the same time.
So when we saw that 1 hoof sticking out, we thought, oh no, something, it might be, kind of wonky in there. I tell you what, she's in the yard. Let's get her and put her into our dairy stall so that we have her contained in the event that we need to intervene for her.
So as she was moving in, the labor, active labor stopped, and the hoof went back inside. So everything sort of reset itself. We got her moved into the stall, and then she was pretty interested in just eating.
So she ate a little bit of grain that was on the ground from the other ladies, and once she kind of got done with that, her labor kicked back in, and off it went with, her trying to get this calf out. Now, she is a first calf heifer, meaning this is her first time ever having a baby, and we weren't sure how. We've raised her, she's our first calf, to have a calf on our farm. So she's first time mom for us. And we were a little bit concerned at how this was going to go.
So we had her in the stall, and this time when active labor kicked in, she presented with 2 hooves. So we were very glad that everything sort of reset itself, and out popped 2 hooves, and off she went into labor.
So typically a cow that has had a calf before or multiple calves, we give them about a half an hour once active labor starts and they're pushing, give them about 30 minutes, maybe 45, and they're gonna get the calf out. But just like any new mom, it's gonna take them a minute to kind of get things going with the birth canal and really have to work to get that calf out. And this was not a small calf either.
No.
He was he was not tiny. So as she starts pushing, we see the head start to emerge, and Here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes. Oh, come on, Mama. Clear its nose.
Out he comes. Yeah. And she really did a good job. She was tired initially, and so the calf plopped out and was having a little bit of a time getting the stuff cleared out of his nose and throat. And so I ended up having to step in and sort of clear his nose because she was so exhausted that she just laid there for a bit. But after, I don't know, maybe 2 minutes, man, she popped up and got right to work.
And they were doing all of the mama and baby bonding sounds and noises and all of the things that they're supposed to do. Her instinct kicked right in, and we were just so elated to find that this young calf that we've raised the last 3 years is turning out to be a really good mama that we can, keep around the farm for many, many years to come.
Yeah, and the sounds that you're hearing, that's Stella talking to her calf. The calf itself is totally silent. That's her making the noises, getting that calf used to her noises as she is starting to communicate with him so that he knows her and he can come to her when she needs him to.
And they listen, man. They really, really do. Those calves know their mama's sound. They know their voice, and they do what they tell them when they tell them. And it's really fascinating to watch, especially when they're out in the field and stuff. So she got him out. She did a great job, and she was just being a good mom. And so she got all done with that. All of the worry was over, and I thought, well, let's go ahead and open that gate and let them go on out when they're ready. There's 2 other mamas out there and their family, so let's let them go ahead and go be a family. So we opened the gate and let them all mingle. There's just 3 mamas and a baby now, so they generally do really well together.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
And
really, really, really well.
yeah, off we went to bed, and the next morning as we got up, as soon as the sun came up, we looked out to check on him and said, "Oh, look, he's nursing. Isn't that great?"
And I'm like, oh wait, that's the wrong cow. That's the wrong mama.
Yeah, so Artie, I mentioned, she wants to be everybody's mama. Well, having Grizz recently weaned, she decided that this new calf would be a great thing for her to be a mama to.
So she stole him, and sometimes cows will do that.
Yeah.
They will kind of steal other mama's babies and nurse them. And so he was just gladly drinking Artie's milk that morning, and Rich went out quite quick, right straight out, basically still in his house clothes, and got him off of her, and we sequestered Stella and the new calf back into the stall.
So they've been spending their time there in the stall, getting to know each other and bonding again. We really wanted to make sure that the calf was actually going to nurse on Stella because he had eaten so much from Artie, his belly was full. So we were a bit concerned, like, we need him to go back to his real mom. We need him to have the colostrum that she's producing. We need her to want to feed him. Like, we were a bit concerned then that has this whole process been messed up, this bonding process that's so important, that first part of life, they really need to bond.
He was quite confused.
Yeah.
He really was. But after a few hours, we milked Stella, got her on the machine, milked her out, but of course left enough for him. They don't require much, and put her back in with him, and just said, you two are going to have to work this out. Plenty of water for her, plenty of food for her, and we just isolated him.
Yeah, and by the time we were leaving from our morning milking, he was up and starting to look, and finally latched on and started nursing, and she did perfect.
So Mama's doing good, baby's doing good, and our plan right now is to hold them in there for a couple of days till we know that their bond is quite secure. And if Artie's gonna steal babies, then maybe when other babies are coming around, she's the one that gets sequestered. The center of our farm, our ladies, we love them, and we just absolutely think that every farm and every homestead should probably definitely have some Jersey cows.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us today, and until next time, bye y'all.
Bye, y'all.